I spent many nights dungeon crawling through the infamously difficult party-based RPG Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord on my NES when I was a kid. It was such an immersive experience as a child and impacted my love for dungeon crawling in a way that has completely changed my life, to be honest. We're going to be talking about the remake in HD and 3D of the classic dungeon crawler Wizardry, and how you can play it right now at a discounted price, and the influence and importance of this series. My name is Nathan and I cover MMOs and RPGs as well as gaming news, so please hit that like button like it owes you money and subscribe for more content. Wizardry was made by just two people and started development in the late 70s when technology was beginning to become available for a Dungeons & Dragons type experience on PC tech at the time. They were released in 1981 and it has went on to become one of the most influential and best video games of all time. It is a mixture of graphics and text to tell a grand story that will remind you of the elder days of Dungeons & Dragons adventures. Wizardry went on to be released across many platforms and was a juggernaut in the influence of RPGs for future generations. And some would even call it the grandfather and originator of the dungeon crawling experience that we still know today. Now, thanks to Digital Eclipse, a 3D remake that is still clinging to the integrity of the original source and code has been released into early access on Steam and GOG, so you can experience it for the first time or relive this epic RPG and help test it as they work it into its final form. They are offering the entire core game at a discount since there are still issues and bugs that need to be ironed out, and I have a link for it for both Steam and GOG in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself, and I highly advise you do, as we're going to talk about in this video. There are still environment and textures and animations and audio that need work, but is playable right now. They're expecting the full release of Wizardry will release next year in 2024. They have already been working on this Wizardry remake for the past 2 years, and the core game is already there now. Of course, with a little bit of bugs here and there. Wizardry will have you making your own party and then diving into an absolutely massive labyrinth created by the Mad Overlord Trebor and searching for an ancient amulet stolen by an evil wizard. You'll be managing your party and trying to circumvent traps and fighting increasingly difficult monsters and creatures as you navigate the labyrinth in a classic-feeling dungeon crawling adventure. The Wizardry Remake is being built on top of the original Wizardry code, so you can expect that the feels are the same as they were in the early 80s, except with amazingly increased visuals and some quality of life. We're going to get to that in a minute. So yes, although it looks completely new, it's kind of got that indie vibe going to it, it's the authentic game underneath, and it really shows in all the right ways. They have even left the option to view the OG Apple II interface if you choose. Now, Wizardry was an infamously difficult game with a very high difficulty curve. It's just a hard game. They have included some quality of life to party management, spell casting, and navigation, and to the combat itself, enhancing this classic dungeon crawl adventure to be more enjoyable in 2023. I love how they're handling and making this Wizardry remake, and I really hope this is a sign that the Wizardry franchise is going to return with some new entries. I mean, in my opinion, with the success of Baldur's Gate 3, I can see a new avenue opening up for some of these classic titles, and Wizardry definitely holds a special place in many of our hearts. It's hard to argue against that fantasy role-playing games really were something special in the 80s, as technology was just beginning to kind of allow for interpretations in digital form, and this release is something really special in my opinion. And Digital Eclipse has been responsible for great retro games re-releases such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection, the Disney Classic Games Collection, Mega Man Legacy Collection, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and many more. So I think Wizardry is in the right hands to be faithfully reproduced, and this product shows it. It's not easy taking a classic game like Wizardry and to make it feel and look authentic and yet reimagine it for the new and old audience. As a matter of fact, it's downright almost impossible. But Digital Eclipse has really pulled it off in my opinion with this release. The visuals and the way it plays really pulls at my 80s loving nerd strings, and I'm so excited to see a game like Wizardry get some love. Something I really wouldn't have expected, as it seems like the Wizardry franchise has been fairly dormant for so long. I really think Digital Eclipse nails it with this release, and they could have just cleaned it up and re-released it, and I probably would have been pretty excited. But to see it getting this kind of love and attention just brings me back to those long nights in the late 80s to early 90s, sitting in front of the warm glow of my color television, immersed in the crawl of the dungeon, long after I was supposed to go to bed, and just hoping to survive another encounter and squeezing my little Nintendo controller as hard as I could, hoping for a crit hit.
Oh my goodness, this is scary. Oh no, a monster encounter. Oh, some kind of slime. I don't know if I can do this. I gotta try. I think I can do this. Oh my goodness. Please let me hit this guy. Please, I need a crit hit. Oh my goodness, I don't want to die. I made it so far into this crazy maze. Oh my goodness, I won. Oh my, I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. What kind of treasure could I have gotten? What could it be? Ooh.
Those were certainly the days, and although I assume most of you probably experienced this through the Apple II or similar hardware, the Nintendo was my outlet to the world of dungeon crawling, and Wizardry was the conduit that got me addicted. So if you love a good dungeon crawl, and whether you have nostalgia for this original Wizardry release or not, you should take a look at this Wizardry Remake on Steam or GOG, click the link in the description, and make your party and head off to put the party to the test in the overwhelming odds stacked against you in the Wizardry Remake available now. Did you play Wizardry back in the day? What are some of your favorite old school RPGs or dungeon crawlers? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you're planning on picking up this Wizardry Remake or not. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and until next time, my friends, God bless, and happy gaming. I want to give a very special thank you to the members of Napalm for your contributions month over month in keeping me full-time. You help me pay the bills so I can keep streaming and pumping out content, and I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I think you might be interested in becoming a member of the channel. Please click the join button down below the video for more information and join our family. And I want to give an extremely big shout out to the Lords of Napalm: Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Dimeblows, Sparrow, Random Rob, Zelik Lived, Rodney Mom, Gallery Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Trips, Bad Wolf Gaming, Chrono Guru, Cobalt, William Long, Ohalo, and Robert Daneka. Thank you for your highest tier membership.